Dougdoug, or Douglas Douglas for short, is a Twitch streamer. He does a bunch of challenges in Twitch and then uploads the highlights to his YouTube channel. I'm guessing that if you clicked on this video, you know who Dougdoug is, but what you might not know is how wild the Dougdoug Wiki is. Like Wikipedia, the wiki can be edited by anybody, and so it just gets completely mental. Here I have the page for Dougdoug. And it starts out pretty simple. Dougdoug is an American Twitch streamer and YouTuber, otherwise known as Douglas Scott Reedon. He was born on January 18th, 1991. Very tame so far. Now we get to this. Here's the logo. Here's Carl, Diablo the Cheater. And those are, I guess, some of the iterations of Douglas. Now we get to aliases. Dougdoug, Glodus, Diablo the Cheater, Dad, Dougdoug, Onionborn, Doghole, Dogpound, Douglas Williams, Dougdoug Milk, The Man in the Chair, Dodo, Sugar Cube, Chuckless, Species, Bell Pepper, Eye Color, Beautiful. That's just kind of a taste of how wild this wiki gets, and I just kind of want to explore more of it, because it goes deep. There's so much lore that does not need to be here, and I feel like this is an underrated part of the internet that should be seen. Douglas Douglas II in ceremonial garb. Diablo the Cheater is actually Doug's Riglord alias. The name Douglas Reedon wasn't very threatening. His famous grandpa Reedon came to the US from Germany to become a divorce lawyer and was loved by the American people. And then we get to the page Alternate Timelines. Mexican Dougdoug. A photo of Mexican Dougdoug. Doug Douglas. Though we don't have a picture of him, here's some details on him. And then we have fictional adaptations. Dougie D. Wobble is the main protagonist of Dougal, a series of action RPGs. Now if you go to Dougal, which is a separate page obviously, you'll see that it's a complete series of like fleshed out games. Here's the cover of Dougal, Dougal 2, Dougal Unlimited, Dougal Unlimited 2, Dougal Unlimited X, Dougal Succession, and then spin-offs. Oh, looks like there's a new game coming out pretty soon. But you have Dougal Type D, Dougal Chat, Agent of Chalantis. Dougal Type D is a spin-off of the Dougal series released in 2019. And then, here is the plot. It is very detailed. This is a game that does not exist. And then the second spin-off game, Dougal, Agent of Chalantis. The game focuses on the story of Jim, the Mormon FBI agent. We go to that page because that's a separate page. Jim was an experienced core farmer in Idaho. He was a former MFBI and was recruited by the MFBI by the Dakotan Empire. He trained in the MFBI with Dingus Bobingus, which is a separate page. Dingus Bobingus is a recurring major character in, it says King Doug Hearts, I'm going to say Kingdom Hearts because it's easier to, but he's a recurring character in the Kingdom Hearts series. First introduced in Kingdom Hearts, he is also featured as a playable protagonist in Kingdom Hearts 0, Kingdom Hearts Dead Souls, the Dingus Saga, in Kingdom Hearts Kiwami 2, a supporting character in Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 4, and Kingdom Hearts Like a Dingus. His unpredictable furiosity in combat and accomplishments as captain of the Bobingo family has earned him the nickname the Mad Dog of Bobingo. He is a former patriarch of the Dingus family and the founder and former president of Dingus Construction and former vice chairman of the Tojo clan. He's also very talented at using a hammer, which we go to that page, and that's just... Here's the story, and it's got a lot of depth to it. It's very fleshed out. Dingus, Goofy, and Joe Biden going for a naughty drive in the Dingus Mobile. There's a separate page I'm seeing here for Biff Bezos. Biff Bezos was born in Kansas. It is theorized that he was the love child of Saul Goodman and the daughter and granddaughter of Jim and the Space Pope, which would mean that he's the grandson of Twitch Chat. Biff was stabbed and killed in the grocery store by Swordman 221. It was revealed that Doug had hired Swordman to kill him. Biff was later resurrected by the gay necromancer. Biff was reported dead on the 25th of October by Doug himself. Back to Dingus Bobingus. Some say Dingus Bobingus died after Saul Goodman held him at gunpoint with a gun and pointed a gun at him while he forced him to eat an 18-pound salmon in a bunny suit at the ripe age of 1984. But others say he was slain by Biff Bezos in the Battle of Dugtown. Trivia. He originated from Dougdoug W stream, where the aforementioned streamer eats half... What? The previous bullet point is a slanderous lie from the FBI intended to downplay Dingus Bobingus' role in the political assassination of Doofy, which I don't know what Doofy is, and there's not a page for him. Now we're back to Jim. Jim was the son of the Space Pope of Chatlantis. The Space Pope. My hatred of Dougdoug burns like a million stars. Space Pope. He recruited Saul Goodman in the Dakotan Empire after he left Chatlantis. We got to all that from finding a page about the Doug video game and then going to a spin-off game about the Mormon FBI agent. We haven't even looked at the main story of the Mormon FBI agent's game of Dougal Agents of Chatlantis, but we're just gonna skip that. So we also have some links for some of the main games so here's Dougal 2. And as you would expect, it is very detailed. Dougal Unlimited, same story. And I don't know, the office of Mayor Dougie is shown as he receives a phone call of only 3 words.
Dingus is coming.
Dingus Bobingus is the main villain of parts 1 and 2 of Dougal Unlimited 2. Was originally intended to appear in Dougal Unlimited, but Doug Studio couldn't get his usage rights in time and had to rewrite a lot of the story. Many of the scrapped Dougal Unlimited story is repurposed into Dougal Unlimited 2. Okay, we're going back to, this is again Dougdoug's page, the YouTuber. So we're back to where it kind of sort of makes sense. We go into Dougdoug Trivia. Despite claiming to use Microsoft Edge, Doug uses Firefox, the based and correct choice of a browser. Doug hates the Irish. Doe is extremely self-centered. Doug hates poor people. And then, after the trivia, we get to struggles in life. Doug has battled a severe horsetail and olive oil addiction throughout his recent life. What's horsetail, you might ask? Foolish of you to ask. Horse tilting is a Skyrim glitch used by speedrunners. Positioning a horse downward on the side of terrain and loading a save while dismounting allows the player to fly with an extreme speed. Power can be very addictive. The pure dopamine of horse tilting can also be consumed physically in the form of horse cream. Doug consuming dangerous amounts of horse cream. This is no words. Every single day, Doug has to deal with the stress of having thousands of annoying people trapped in his basement. What's his basement? His basement is separated into several layers and sectors. The Minecraft server is located somewhere within the basement, and each sector has got like it fleshed out into what the purpose of each sector is. For example, Sector C. This sector is home to most of the chefs of the basement. Most residents of this sector are depressed due to the Explained with Food series being over. Explained with Food being a series Dougdoug did that is now over. What is Sector J? This sector includes a fake escape hatch built by Doug to trick his prisoners. The escape hatch, according to Dougdoug Discord member Rev Jim Jones, which there's this code, you could just friend him, leads to Jerma's meat grinder. It is also where the basement rat's nest resides. There's also some other things. The basement is a large underground complex beneath Douglas Reedon's house, next to the grocery store. Now, what is the grocery store? The grocery store is a large underground complex underneath Doug's house. It is a grocery store which sells a variety of items such as milk and divorce. Just like the basement, it's separated into aisles. Aisle 1, here's the directions for aisle 1, just make a few turns. Here's aisle 13. Aisle 13 is the only aisle in the grocery store. It is an amazing aisle. And right next to that is aisle 12, next to aisle 13. And then here's some unconfirmed aisles, because why not? Only mentioned briefly through text-to-speech by a Twitch user. The user claims Biff could be found there sobbing in aisle 30. which, as we've already established, Bit Bezos is the love child of Saul Goodman and the daughter of Jim and Space Pope. Aisle 47 and aisle 3828.37 both claim to exist by Discord user. You can see his name there. The contents of the aisle are unknown. The Biff stabbing obviously took place in the grocery store. It just keeps going. Okay. The basement claims its victims through the joke hole. The joke hole is a mysterious occurrence known to happen in the most of the northern hemisphere. While it has an unknown consistency of a single entity, the joke hole appears briefly in different locations every day. The joke hole is a seemingly bottomless hole with a diameter about 3 feet. There you go, that's a better explanation. Effects on humanity. The joke hole draws in nearby humans with jokes emitting from its opening. What? These victims are compelled to drop money into the joke hole, with crowds often gathering for the duration of the hole's appearance. We're not done because there is a few more pages I just want to look at in my time of looking. Zorbies is the best product on Earth. It is a cloth that can absorb large amounts of water. It is commonly used to clean up blood after a murder. It is advertised by Billy Mays. Twitch chat frequently summons him to advertise Zorbies on stream. Here's a Chevrolet Z71 off-road pickup truck, not to be confused with the Zorbies X27 fiber technology. I don't know why that's there, but chat frequently uses Zorbies to zorb all over their dogs. And we get to Adam Parkser. Adam Parkser is a friend of Doug, where Doug calls him for legal advice. So we got Human, Parkser, and then Koala. Yeah. Adam Parkser, better known as Parkser, is a South Korean lawyer, police officer, gun enthusiast, financial advisor, movie enthusiast, film connoisseur, main character, target shooter, plastic surgeon, judge, fourth chairman of the Tojo clan, doctor, journalist, store manager, sassy Princess Jasmine, dedicated Christmas celebrator, president of the United States of America, Nobel Prize winning golf ball diver, and former roommate of Dougdoug. So Doug hosted a Q&A for Parkser, and so here's some of the questions that were answered, or here's some of the answers for the questions. He likes cats more than dogs. He can't play FPS games because he gets motion sickness. He can type 170 words per minute. He likes rush hour movies and police comedy movies. His favorite foods are sushi and salmon belly. You can't get a death penalty for jaywalking. Here's just a little funny note. Before Doug, BD, because that is BD. Everybody knows BD. During 5 to 9 BD, Parkser streamed League of Legends and vlogged on his YouTube channel, but now all of them are private. In the year 5 BD, Parkser quit streaming to be a police officer. Here's the gun. Parkser's custom white Glock 19. Parkser is famous for having a gun but never shooting it at anyone. He says that he has a gun because he lives in the USA and other people have guns, and he doesn't want to be at a disadvantage in a gunfight. He has a custom white Glock 19. Hitman career. When asked how he would escape the police after a murder, Parkser gave an incredibly well thought out answer. This, his tendency to shoot people, and his travel-centric lifestyle has led many to believe that he is secretly a hitman. He seems to know a lot of secrets used by the police, including their mole people and air support. And then here's some CCTV footage from Parkser's most recent hit. Here's Doug showing how much he loves Parkser. And then here's some obviously famous quotes from Parkser. "You are literally trolling. No, I will not shoot you. My time is my most valuable resource." Parkser on why if he wastes money it is okay because he can go and make more. But if he wastes time, he can't get it back. That's not a quote, or half that's not a quote. Win lane, lose game. Parkser when he played League of Legends because he would always win lane but then not know how to keep his lead and just throw the game in the late game. Now also, half that's not a quote. And then we get some trivia. And you can go look through all the trivia on your own time. Here's one. He thinks zorbing a dog would be very convenient, and if you're confused of what zorbing is, obviously it's the Zorbies we talked about earlier if you've been taking notes. So that concludes the investigation into Dougdoug. This was just kind of a funny thing I found. And if you don't know who Dougdoug is, you should go watch him. I'm sure that after seeing this, you're probably at least somewhat interested. Dougdoug is honestly, in my opinion, the best streamer there is. And if you're not satisfied with your Dougdoug experience, I'll offer a money back guarantee.